Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 4. All right. Now, first video about this, the first show about this was fearing fear. I wanted to get a chance to break down fear. Some of the things that you don't really understand in life, I feel like you should try to go and understand it. Go see what it's about. Go check out the science of it. Go break it down so you can get a better understanding of what it is so you can conquer your own. A lot of the things that I've dealt with in my life um, have put a fear in me. And what's wrong with fear? It's a natural emotion. Fear is it's a natural and powerful emotional response to a perceived threat or danger. It's a fundamental human experience that plays a crucial role in survival by triggering a fight or flight response. Here are a few key aspects of fear: psychological response, survival instincts, subjective nature, learned and innate responses. All this good shit. Emotional and cognitive aspects, adaptive function, things of that nature. But look, more importantly, I wanted to get into go into a different direction. I wanted to go to the multiverse. I want to go into the fear of betrayal. I don't want to, go all off to the abyss of definitions and what the fears of betrayal, the fear of consequences, the fear of losing trust, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of abandonment, fear-based control. So on today's episode of Trill Pill Podcast, I'm going to touch on those five things. Really three. I think the first three kind of are all in one. So these five things all together, maybe 3 points in general of fear. What do you fear? How do you handle your fears? You understand your fears. But now listen to the Trill Pill Podcast. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Spotify. We'll be on other platforms. So, show start.
Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Especially them niggas been riding with you, hollering by they ready with that chopper. When it fucked up, it get fucked up. Cause you searching around for that op, but that trigger finger pulling in your back, acting like they don't really know who shot you. Everybody ain't your friend, man.
All right. Welcome back. Back to the Trill Pill Podcast. Let's jump right to it. Fear of betrayal. Right. 5 points on each one of these things, man. We all listen to these rap songs, one particular Dallas, Texas. So I just played the clip of my boy Charlie Boy, Texas legend, doing a cover of on threes. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. So it would only be right to cover this first point with that in mind, right? Fear of betrayal, right? 5 points. Emotional impact. The fear of betrayal is often accompanied by significant emotional distress. Individuals experiencing this fear may feel anxiety, sadness, and a sense of vulnerability due to a potential breach of trust. Um, I think we've all had an experience where we trusted somebody on any level. I think being able to be trusted is one of the most respected things to me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Trust is a big deal, great deal out in this world. It seems like everybody else now is trying to be a slime you, and finesse you, and all that shit. So trust is few and far in between. Um, wouldn't say sometimes conditional, but I'll put that on another episode. So being able to trust somebody is very important. Um, I know a lot of times when I've broken trust and trust has been broken, I've been on both sides of the game. So I definitely know the feeling of not being able to trust someone and breaking someone's trust. And it's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? It is, and I'm talking about just in any relationship, friendship, anything, any connection that you have to a human being where you lose trust. Things get very sticky. It's kind of dangerous, and it also has an impact on uh, relationships. You know, um, fear of betrayal can influence how individuals approach relationships. You know, it might lead to a person being very hesitant in forming those close connections, or cause people to be guarded and extra guarded when sharing personal information, especially when you share personal information. You think you can trust somebody, and they use that to cause harm to you in some type of way. This could be ex girlfriend, ex boyfriend, or one of your partners, anybody that you close with that breaks trust, and then using the fact that when y'all was close, y'all shared personal information because you trusted them. This is your friend. This is who you know what I'm saying. This is your partner. This is your woman. This is your man. You know what I'm saying, or whoever you have that you share trust with, and they broke your trust. Not only did they break your trust, but they broke it and damaged you, or tried to damage you uh, with personal things that you told them. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole different level of fucked upness. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to try to hurt you, the same things that you share with them. That's very fucked up. And also, what may become of that is trust issues. Those who fear betrayal may develop trust issues, making it challenging for them to fully trust others. Past experiences of betrayal can come, uh, contribute to a heightened sense of skepticism in new relationships. Now, the fact that you've been betrayed, you gotten past the person that you've been that betrayed you. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going around here saying you can't trust nobody. Can't trust nobody. Can't trust nobody. Can't trust this. Can't trust that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like it's bittersweet because I'm dealing with that now of being able to trust. You know what I'm saying? Uh, people. You know, I don't have a few. I don't have a lot of people that I just trust. Uh, that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the post your post presence. That's what I call it. Post presence. You're getting out relationships or friendships or whatever you with. You know what I'm saying? Like how many of us, what I'm saying, as men or y'all as women, don't have partners, people you grew up with, you know what I'm saying, and they betrayed your trust, they done did some foul shit, or they betrayed you. Now you can't trust nobody no more. Like, damn, I thought you nigga would never do me like that. You know what I'm saying? This is my partner. You know what I'm saying? This is your partner. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Split Frito chili pies at the snow cone. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. That shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? Or you with somebody for a long time and they betray the trust. You know what I'm saying? Now you can go on through your life wondering, damn, can I trust people? You know? And then you go through things where you meet new people and you're like, damn, I don't know if I can all the way trust Shawty because she, you know what I'm saying, she seemed cool, but the last, you know what I'm saying, the last little, you know what I'm saying, little thump seemed cool too. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So now you stuck in kind of like a rut, a divot, if you might say, of wondering who to trust, who not to trust. I'm not gonna sit here and say I got the answers, all the answers, because I definitely, a lot of this shit I'm still dealing with, but I always told y'all I like dealing with this shit from the eye of the hurricane. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. You can't tell me about the game if you outside the stadium. You can't tell me about the game only if you inside the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me about the game. Oh, I thought I heard this and here like they were doing this. Nah, were you at the game? Are you in the game or not? So being from in the eye of the hurricane and experiencing this and learning about this, and as I learn, I will share information and whether I'm right or wrong. That's why I need you guys for the feedback because this is our growing experience. You know what I'm saying? All of us in life, because we're never going to stop learning until we pass away. So also, self-protective behaviors. Now, because of this, after all that, now you're starting to adapt new behavior. You're starting to avoid the pain associated with betrayal, and certain individuals may adopt self-protective behaviors, and this could inevitably, what you said, it's like uh, manifest as keeping emotional distance, being secretive, or setting up barriers to prevent getting hurt. Now you got these walls set up. Like just imagine, close your eyes and imagine a fort with a little moat. You know what I'm saying? Now, before anything happened, you was happy, built your little, built your little fort. Everything was right. You had security there, but you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing quite happened yet. Then something happened. It's a breach of trust. It's a breach of friendship. It's a betrayal. Now you gonna throw about 6, 7 alligators in the moat. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't put up these big walls, then you got cannons on every side. And that's how I think about it. Like now you've you creating behaviors where you protect yourself from the pain, like not even feeling it because of the feeling of it was too much. You know what I'm saying? And I, I don't have a problem with people building up barriers, right? It's just being able to learn the necessary skills on when to let the door down. Like you know, them old castles, it wasn't no open door. You had to let that some bitch down. It's a drawbridge in the condo. So in order for you to let the door down, what are the things that you're looking for? At the same time, it's so scary because people are such good actors. Everybody's acting. Everybody's putting on a character. You know, social media. There's very few people um who are quote unquote themselves, quote unquote, um, when it comes to just everyday things. You know what I'm saying? So am I dealing with the person or the character? You know what I'm saying? Are they really, you know what I'm saying? Like are they infatuated with me or are they trying to infiltrate? You know what I'm saying? And so understanding um those things is very difficult sometimes. And also the impact on decision making. The fear of betrayal can impact decision making processes. Now, certain individuals might make choices based on a desire to minimize the risk of betrayal, even if it means sacrificing opportunities for personal and professional growth. Out of, out of those 5 points, this one's the most important because now you're letting your fears affect you in your everyday life. You can't let your fears affect you from like progression. In my opinion, in my experience, that's the best thing that you can do. You coming out of somebody that betrayed your trust, you gotta kill them with success. You gotta keep working, keep grinding, because it's obvious that especially when they use personal things to try to break you down, that success is going to hurt them because it's like, damn, I tried to do everything that I could do. And this nigga still, you know what I'm saying? He's still out here doing this thing. He ain't broken down. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? That nigga still moving on. You know what I'm saying? And the person being on that side, it's kind of like it's satisfying, it's calming, it's therapeutic, in my opinion. Um, because you can't control a lot of this shit, right? Like you can't control. Excuse me. Uh, you can't control how somebody feels, how somebody feels um, about you. All you can do is just keep going, keep driving, keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? Minding your mental, minding your business, keep doing your dues. That can get paid, doing what you do. But you know what I'm saying? Like just fuck everybody on the outside of what you got going on. They might not even understand. You don't need them to understand. As long as it's you and the people that surround you that really love you and trust you, they understand. That's the only thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? So being able to understand and address the fear of betrayal often involves uh, introspection, open communication, and in some cases seeking support from friends, family, or mental health professionals. Building healthy relationships requires a balance between trust, vulnerability, and effective communication. And then that's going to go right into my next point. So let's see. Let's get down to
You know how those groupies can try and gank you. Anyway, I'm Tyrone Copeland. It's all good.
5 points on fear of vulnerability. Right. Um, the avoidance of emotional exposure, the fear of vulnerability uh, often leads individuals to avoid sharing their true feelings or thoughts. And there is a reluctance to expose oneself emotionally out of fear and judgment, rejection, or perceived weakness. We live in a society where, especially for men, like if we, you know what I'm saying, if we start expressing ourselves, boy, they just start calling all type of names, you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, expression in a way of being able to talk about and communicate how we feel to people. For a long time, nobody even gave a fuck. They still don't give a fuck, but um, that has also led to an uprise in male suicides all over the world. Just check the stats. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we feel like we don't have anybody to go to, and we hold this shit in so much, and some people are stronger than others, and some might, can internalize the shit and trying to transmute their energy into something else. Some people can't. So if you know you can't, you need to go and seek some help. You know what I'm saying? Please, it's a lot better option taking yourself all the way out the game because it's still plenty game left to play. It's still game. It's still time on the clock. You see what I'm saying? But we live in a society where they feel like, oh, if you do this, you're gonna be shunned. Oh, and that's one of my main reasons of even creating a trail pill. Now I'm talking about not only to talk about mental health, but to kind of create a community of like, I think it's okay. Like we gonna be alright, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just cause you hurting don't mean you soft, don't mean you weak, don't mean you pussy. It's cause you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's 21 Savage dropped the album yesterday. Sometime this week. Yeah, yesterday. The last song on the album. Uh, I can think of the title of the song, but it's with Mariah the Scientist. And he was talking about mental health and shit like that. All throughout the album, great album, by the way. But these artists who create music and create this content for us to listen to, like 21 Savage saying like he cries and how he handles mental health, and how that means a lot. I've seen Waka Flocka do it, Scarface, Zero. You know what I'm saying? Just Name certain artists who have started to explain how they feel. You feel what I'm saying? And the way they express it is through music. And music is a universal language. So when I hear the people who create the music and create something that's relatable and they're men and you know what I'm saying, they rapping it out. So it's like you see him and like, man, that nigga just the strongest, coldest, trillest nigga all the time. But even he's saying like he got bad times. Like even he's saying he gets sad and he cry when he alone. Like even he's saying this hurt him, that hurt him. That's why, you know what I'm saying, even Mo 3, you know what I'm saying, he was very expressive in his music, things like of that nature. That's what means a lot. And that's what I hope us as men see and feel like, okay, we listen to all type of music and we can ride on them and slide on them and glide on them and shoot them and kill them and fuck these hoes and all this shit. But when it comes out to the point where we gotta really get down to nitty gritty and explain and try to explain to people that love us, like, hey, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got partners around you that's gonna help you hurt. Like, you got partners around you that probably wanna make you go smoke this or go do this, go make some type of dumbass mistake. But do you got good enough partners that can help you heal? Like nigga, like when you hurt, can you call your partner and have a real life conversation back and forth about what you done went through and how you doing and how you going and you know what I'm saying? Can you get a little prayer in with your partner? Can you do that? If you can't do that, then you need to get that partner out your life. That's your real partner. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that that's important for us as men to really feel like, man, we gotta have people to express ourselves and do this because this world doesn't allow us to express ourselves in positive ways. They'll love us to express ourselves like we can go out and go shoot the shit out of a nigga. Like they love us, like they love seeing us going and uh committing violence against each other, bro. These people don't made millions and billions and trillions of dollars off of us dissing each other, you know what I'm talking about, killing each other, and they laugh at that shit and they give us chump change while they making billions off our trauma. You know what I'm saying? While they making billions off saying, yeah, I'm gonna go shoot that nigga, I'm gonna go slide on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But go if there was some positive shit, boy, they ain't gonna make shit. They were like, nah, nigga, we need you to go back to talking about shooting nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here. It's fucked up, but I am starting to see over the last few years men being able to go out and really express themselves, express how they feel, express their views on mental health, the importance of mental health, and how all this shit that's put out here has affected us as black men. That means a lot, and I feel blessed to be able to contribute to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important for us to see. Because I don't want to see somebody else that look like me. I don't care where they from. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in the city. I ain't grow up these a lot of these, you know, some niggas in the city, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but wherever they from, wherever they at, wherever, we look alike and I don't want to see you die. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't cause no harm to me, I won't cause no harm to you. I want to see everybody that look like me prosper and get money and have fun and raise their family and continue to live like we're supposed to live and get back to where we're supposed to be as people. You feel what I'm saying? Um, but that don't make no money. That doesn't get the views in. That doesn't get, you know what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part. The only way, you know what I'm saying, we can get this whatever is if we dissing each other. You know what I'm saying? Millions of dollars can be made, but we gotta take down our own to get those millions. So are those millions really worth it? Are those millions in vain? What type of karma will we reap from that? You know what I'm saying? Next point, self-protection mechanisms. Individuals may develop self-protection mechanisms to guard against vulnerability. This can include maintaining emotional distance, adopting a stoic demeanor, or rejecting the facade of strength to hide inner insecurities, projecting the facade of strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times you don't walk into a place and you see people that they always talk about, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or they got a meme over their face. And, I don't judge things, but it's like bro, we got way too much to be smiling about for you to be mean mugging. At the same time, I don't know why he's mean mugging. He might had a bad day, but just the extra bravado of, oh, I'm the toughest nigga in the whole wide world. I'm gonna shoot everybody. I'll whoop everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just that type of shit. Is like, bro, what the fuck is you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, smile, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill. Like, what the fuck is you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit, bro, is unwarranted, bro. Because tell you something, man. When you don't feel that way, and you shake that shit off your life. I know it's some shit that has happened in our lives that makes us this way. I'm not oblivious to that, but what I'm saying is you gotta shake that shit off so you can be able to smile, so you can continue to be the great father, the great brother, the great uncle. You know what I'm saying? The great guy that you really are. You ain't no we ain't no heathens out here. Like they got us out here. They portray us like we heathens and barbarians, but we not like that. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are like that in these neighborhoods aren't like that because of the shit that they put in these neighborhoods for us to do. They put us in these neighborhoods and stripped us of all the resources. So we gotta go get this money. Now, in mention of doing all that shit, you got nigga over here that feel the same way. Nigga over there feel the same way. They across the street feel the same way. Nigga across the town feel the same way. So now we beefing over blocks and territories that none of us own this shit. Then come the murder. Then come the shit. Then come like it's a cycle of shit. That we gotta break. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't that, bro. We happy. You know what I'm saying? We good people. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know, not only don't get me wrong. There's some fucked up niggas out here. Don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying for the most part, the average human being is not out here to harm people. You know what I'm saying? That's all you want to do is keep roof over our head, clothes on our back, blue whip to drive. That's it. The small thing. That's it. Take care of our home. That's it. Not too much. And continue and try to be the best that we can be and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that facade of strength to hide them insecurities, you can see it. It be eating up some of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Swear to God, like I never walk around like I got a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I know I've gotten a lot more stoic, you know, as I've grown to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Just because of some of the things I've been through, and at the same time, I'm an adult, so I'm taking a lot of things serious as I get older, learning and still learning the importance of it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that facade, of just like if you keep campaigning, nigga, you're gonna eventually get elected. Like if you keep that energy, I'm the roughest, toughest nigga in the land and all that shit. Eventually, it's gonna be somebody that say, I want to challenge that. Now you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to do it. Like when you see these rappers and they on these songs saying how bad they are and how, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Then they go out to these cities where they got to do shows and some people from their city like, yeah, we want to see how tough you are, gangster. We want to see how gangster you are. Now you got to prove you're gangster. Now your life on the line because you're trying to prove how tough you are when you could have just did your show, got your money, you know what I'm saying? Got you some yah. Well, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little, you know, and then go about your business and live life, be happy. Now you in the shootout. Now you fighting. You know what I'm saying? Hope you can fight. Some make it, some don't. But if you know what I'm saying, that's a daunting task to be out here trying to act like you extra tough. And then when you see some extra tough niggas, and they at your show or they in your vicinity, now you got to prove your extra toughness all the time. That's a stressful life. Yeah, now you got and then you paranoid. Now you gotta look. Now you gotta look. You know, it's weird, but that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Also, the impact on relationships. Fear of vulnerability can hinder the development of deep and meaningful connections and relationships. It may lead to a reluctance to open up and share personal experiences, making it challenging for others to truly understand and connect with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, so tough to um even in relationships to be able to talk about certain things because you don't talk about these things in the past. The person that you were with didn't quite take to it, didn't know how to handle it, and they turned that very same thing against you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're reluctant to express how you feel around your woman. You know what I'm saying? When she's supposed to be the one who who got your back and who riding with you, who riding shotgun with you. You know what I'm saying? Now you're reluctant, and it kind of hinders it. Like I said before, you kind of got to break those walls down, and it's difficult. It's tough. It's tough because you don't know who to trust. It's difficult. Which goes to the next thing: the difficulty in trusting others. Trust is closely linked to vulnerability. Individuals fearing vulnerability may struggle to trust others, and this can create barriers in forming trusting relationships as the fear of being emotionally exposed and potentially hurt remains a significant concern. So overcoming the fear of vulnerability involves acknowledging and understanding the root causes, building self-awareness, and gradually allowing oneself to be open and authentic. And also, it often requires a supportive environment and a willingness to embrace vulnerability as a natural part of human connection. And all of these things take us further from who we are. All right. I'm gonna get more into that right now. Finish up this point right here. Fear of abandonment. Where we at? 30 minutes. Okay. Abandonment. Man, word.
You sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. So come the fuck out of there.
5 points of fear and abandonment. Intense anxiety and insecurity. The fear of abandonment is characterized by an intense anxiety and insecurity about being left alone or rejected. Individuals experiencing this fear may constantly worry about being abandoned by love. 2, overdependence on others. To cope with the fear of abandonment, some individuals may become overly dependent on others for emotional support and reassurance. They may seek constant validation to alleviate their fears of being left alone. Those first 2 points right there, I deal with both because once you experience a new fear, a fear of abandonment, I told y'all plenty of time. My whole life I've been around people, mom and father, brother, going to college. Little time myself, when I met this girl in a relationship. Relationship turned to, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more than that and all that. And now I've shared a point now where um after divorce, where I have to deal with living by myself, which is something that I've never did. I've always lived around people, with people. You know what I'm saying? Um, so the first time in my life at age 30, now I'm 33, 34 in 6 months, I had to deal with the experience of feeling abandonment, not being able to see my kids, having the government jump right in the business and get involved. Like, bro, that shit is lame as hell to me. It's the most hurtful shit. I come in this little spot and I literally have breakdowns sometimes in my own spot where I just break the fuck down and don't understand how can somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it's that it's the feeling of being alone. It's scary, but you and some can't deal with that. But I'm happy that I dealt with it and learned to embrace it because just like I told y'all, a lot of these things like fear and all that shit, fear of betrayal, fear of vulnerability, and all that shit, fear of losing trust, it takes you away from the person that you truly were before all that happened. So more and more that shit happens to you, it takes you further and further away from who you were before any of that shit happened. I feel like God's gonna be able, like God puts you in a position to where He tries to bring you back to that person where where you the true essence of who the fuck you are. Once I was alone and I could deal with that shit, I felt myself drawing back to the things that made me me. Art, writing, you know what I'm saying? Even doing this podcast, now I'm creating content. That's just an extension of the things that I used to do when I was a kid and I was growing up. I used to write all the time. I used to think these things, some of these things all the time. I used to write about it. I used to have a journal. That's why it's so important. My parents um made me have a journal where I would write these things down. My mother, she passed away. She had a box full of journals that I still have. I have some, and my big brother Sean has some journals that she wrote depicting what's happening throughout her. You know what I'm saying? Those were so important for me to read through that because, damn, okay, I'm not alone. Mama dealt with the same shit too. Talk to my dad. Dad dealt with the same shit too. Talk to Sean. Sean dealt with the same shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that helped me out a whole lot to embrace being alone. It's scary as hell. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you need, like you need to know. It's scary as fuck. I'm serious a lot to you nigga like, oh yeah, it's all that shit. But that shit scary as hell when you out here by yourself and you ain't got nobody to depend on but you. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of feeling because now you gotta be on all points. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning some things here and there, but at the end of the day, it's scary. It can inflict fear on you. And some people in a fight or flight response, some people flight and they start to over depend on people just to have them around. And when you over depend on people to have them around, that's when you start subjecting yourself to whole shit. Now you are willing to do some whole shit to just be accepted. Now you lying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Now you 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 losing your morals and your values and all that shit, your principles, just to be around people who really may or may not fuck with you like that. But you just subjecting yourself, you leaving yourself open. You feel what I'm saying? You going out on the football field with no helmet. And you know, the football field, you got helmet, shoulder pads, thigh pads, hip pad, knee pads, you know what I'm saying? And extra shit. Flat jackets, all that shit. Back flaps, all that. That's for protection. Now you out there on the field, you ain't got no fucking helmet. Running around hitting shit. Now you out there looking stupid as hell. You ever seen how people look stupid? Like players look stupid? And one time, like, man, forget that helmet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you never play sports or football. Think about if you ever seen any given Sunday, right? And Willie Beeman. That nigga right out there without his helmet. He was looking goofy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Nigga looking piddly. Oh shit, where my helmet? Like, I dealt with that experience before. You know what I'm saying? My first time starting on varsity. You know what I'm saying? My junior year. You know what I'm saying? It's time to play ball now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to play ball. We done got ready, stretched, all that shit, band playing. You know what I'm saying? Band jamming like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in the zone. Defense come on, okay, let us go. I run out there, Sneed, where you helping at? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the old shit feeling. You don't want to be in the old shit feeling of having to over depend on people. Like that's why I think it's like it's I I have to learn to embrace like the independence of just being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck trying to spend time with other people, nigga. I gotta spend time with me. Nigga, I gotta learn to be. I gotta take care of myself so I can continue to take care of the ones that I created and the ones I love. You know what I'm saying? I kind of did some shit out of balance, like out of order per se, but God don't make no mistakes. So I'm learning. I have to learn to learn. I have to stop having that feeling of oh, woe, it's me, and be like, all right, nigga, it's nigga, it's all right. thinking, keep writing, that doing this shit because this is what we need to do to be able to make it. That way, we can teach these babies to do the same thing. When they deal with the shit that we don't dealt with, when I talk to my kids and I tell them these things, they may not understand it just then, but just like me, it took me a long time to get to live life to have context. My mother, my father, and my big brother Sean used to always tell me shit. And I'm like, I don't understand this shit. But once I got older, I started to gain context and those thoughts and those lessons that they put in my mind, they came back up. Oh, this is what they're talking about. This is what was going to happen. Okay. Okay. It's the understanding of it, like, oh, okay. This is what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? And um, difficulty in trusting others, um, avoiding relationships, and unhealthy coping mechanism. Coping with fear of abandonment may involve unhealthy behaviors such as clinginess, possessiveness, or acting out in an attempt to prevent the perceived threat of abandonment. These behaviors can strain relationships and create a self-fulfilling cycle. Now, addressing the fear of abandonment often involves exploring its underlying causes and building self-esteem and self-reliance and developing healthier coping mechanisms. Therapy and support from friends and family can be beneficial in navigating and overcoming this fear, fostering healthier relationships in a more secure sense. We're down to the last point. We're at the 40-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? 40-minute mark. We're gonna break it up with a little bit of music right here, man. Matter of fact, no, no, we're not. We're gonna keep going, fight. Let's keep going.
Your middle name is Macho, but I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has the Macho Man ever cried?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, you know, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees, yeah. And I understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
Most definitely did that. Shout out to the Macho. Rest in peace. Look, final point. Fear-based control. Manipulation tactics. Fear-based control can often involve the use of manipulation tactics to instill fear on others. This can include emotional threats, intimidation to gain compliance, and control over their actions. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important for us to recognize that not only in other people, but ourselves also. Because hurt people do what? Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Hurt people. All right. Um, Also a creation of the dependency. Just talked about that. Perpetrators of fear-based control may intentionally create a sense of dependency in their targets, and by instilling fear, they aim to make individuals rely on them for protection or support, reinforcing their control over the situation. um, Isolation and alienation. Fear-based control can involve isolating individuals from their support networks. I dealt with that personally. Perpetrators may use fear to alienate targets from friends and family, making it difficult for them to seek help or escape the controlling environment. That's tough. Well, you should be separated from the people that you love the most. It's tough. I feel that a lot. A whole lot. whole lot. You know, difficult things happening back at home, babies being born, friends, you know, accomplishments. These are certain things that you kind of have FOMO. It's scary. It's fucked up. Undermining self-confidence, controlling individuals through fear often includes tactics that undermine their self-confidence. Constant criticism, belittling, humiliation can erode a person's belief in their abilities, making them more susceptible to control. This is the most important thing in my life, right? Is don't let your um, control you. Like, don't let fear control you. Sorry, don't let fear control you. Get out here, man. You know, get out here. We ain't promised tomorrow. We ain't promised to wake up tomorrow. We just the audacity of human beings to think that they're guaranteed these days and these years and these months and these weeks and forever and all this shit. Like, my favorite song is off the um, um, one of my favorite songs is it's a Goody Mob album called Still Standing. It's a song on there called Inshallah. And CeeLo Green spits the hook, and the hook goes a little bit like this. I'm not gonna sing it. So okay. How can I promise you forever when I can't even promise you the rest of the days? All I know, we started this journey together, and I hope we can make it the rest of the way. And that's a song that I play repeatedly over and over again. Like, how can I promise you forever when we ain't even promised forever? You know? But let's take this journey day by day and see how far we go. That's the approach that I live. You know what I'm saying? Um, being present, making sure you maximize this shit, being able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever dreams, whatever ideas, no matter what people think about that shit, fuck them. Fuck them. And go out here and pursue that shit. Because, nigga, we ain't guaranteed this shit at all, nigga. At all. Not guaranteed this shit at all. And that's the thing that I've been thinking about is the audacity of human beings to think that we're guaranteed days. We're not guaranteed shit. Like Macho Man Randy Savage just said on the Arsenio show long ago, the only guarantee in life that there are no guarantees. The truth. Truth doesn't have no feelings. It is as it is. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. So my whole thing is this: as I conclude this episode, dose, right? Fearing fear. What does fear mean to you? How you handle your fear? How? What will you do? Well, I've sat there and I've detailed these few things, breaking shit down, and don't only depend on me for it. Go out and search and do the research just like I did. I'm helping you out as well as myself. I'm helping us. We're gonna figure this shit out. We're trying our best to crack the code of life. I think one of the very important codes of life is the understanding of life. What is it? What details it? And understanding the most that we can before we leave this earth. Being able to pass those understandings down to our youth, children, nieces, nephews, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for. You know, but how you handle fears, old fears, new fears, being able to get those tools in your toolbox to handle anything that you need to handle that shit. Understand me? That being said, man, That concludes Fear Part 2, the Multiverse of Fear. Meantime, watching this on YouTube, go ahead and scan this as a QR code right there. Go ahead and scan that, pause it, scan that code and take you to everything, right? And also see. Also, it's right here, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Trill Pill, Trill World Order, and Trill Pill Gaming YouTube channels. Those are my YouTube channels. Go subscribe, go follow, go do that. You know what I'm saying? And you can also find me on these platforms: Twitter, Instagram, at TRILLPILL _ fan base, TikTok, Twitch, at the TRILLPILL, Facebook, the TRILLPILL, TRILLPILL Gaming. Just like they are on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And also, what you're listening to right now, TRILLPILL Podcast. Make sure you go to Spotify. Subscribe to that. Let's crank that up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's a QR code again. So that being said, man, shout out to everybody out here. Much love to you. And that is Fighting Fear. Multiverse. On my slogans. Monumental speed, monumental. Stay true and healing, most of all, stay mentally trill. This is yours truly, Khalil Sneed. TRILLPILL Podcast. Love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Shit. Y'all